Hey guys, what's up? It's Dave. I'm going to go over some swing trades that I entered last week and some of the positions that I am already. Orientating you down here, I have my plan center, my overall focus list, my current swing trades. I think I accidentally just deleted one of them. Let me load back on my focus list channel here. Either way, I'm going to go over what I did last week and the positions that I still have moving on to this week and my plan for them, why I traded them, what I liked about it, and maybe something I could have done a little bit better. Starting out this year, I think I was down at the max like 7%. I got cracked last week with all the selling and whatnot. I just took a lot of trades and a lot of them lost. I think I'm like 1 for 9 so far this year. However, these trades that I'm currently in, I think I'm down like 2% or something like that. So let's get to it. Firstly, Tesla. I'm going to go over Tesla. I am always looking at Tesla. I always like trading Tesla. I did enter. I'm not in it anymore. I closed out around here as the topping tail occurred. And to be quite honest with you, I closed because I said I was heavy. If you've been paying attention to what I was saying, I'm heavy in my accounts. On I think it was Thursday on this red day, and then entered around exited around like 4:30, 36. So it was a small win. My account got liquidated, but not my account, but some of my positions got liquidated, and unfortunately, it was Tesla, the one I wanted to hold. But I took too long to decide, so that's what I get. So Tesla, it was a nice small gain. It was like a 1-hour gain. I think it was actually like 0.8, so nothing significant. Next, DJT. I purchased this simply because this big old volume bar here, okay, huge push off. It's just been consolidating and staying sideways. Now, obviously, this 43, 44 level is still an area of supply. However, if we look at the 60-minute chart here, I do have actually, what do I have on here? I have pre-markets. I'll put on post-market too. So if we take the VWAP here and we anchor it to that large volume day, you'd see that it was respecting the anchored VWAP. Maybe it might be a little bit better on the daily here. Either way, it was respecting this anchored VWAP, so I entered around it. Momentum seems to be shifting upwards. The shorter term MAs are pointing upwards, and Donald Trump's inauguration is on Monday, so this is a riskier play. I am kind of attempting to play a potential gap up, and then run into DJT. We shall see. We shall see what happens, but my stop loss is somewhere around 38.50, a close below that, by the way. But we do have, look at this little volume. So we are getting more volume in here, and I am looking for upside as momentum seems to be towards the upside, especially as this rather large volume push relative to this long consolidation. Look at the volume around from 11/11 to basically January 10th. So then we got that little push on, I think it's the 13th. So just basing it off of that volume. SMTC, this is a very nice look. Oh, actually, let me go over the look for the weekly here also. I've been looking a lot more weeklies. It takes out the noise overall. But you can see large volume, large push. So I'm basically looking to see, this thing is whippy, right? So this is a kind of a momentum play. This is not a longer term hold for me, although I do have it in my retirement accounts, but overall it is a shorter term trade just based off of the inauguration, seeing if we can get some move up from that itself. All right, SMTC, I liked large push, 2 weeks, and then it consolidated for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. And then last week it finally broke out. So I bought this breakout and retest. So I bought somewhere around like 70-ish. And my stop loss was below this low of day. So breakout low of day. If it engulfed that entire breakout day, my thought is it's not a very strong breakout. It's a look above and fail. It's a shake, it's a breakout, fake out. But luckily it wasn't. And then it gapped up the following day and looks like we got a nice potential trend upwards here. 9.5% short float. I like it. VST, I took a couple trades on this because I got stopped out of my initial one. I took my stop loss out of this one. It's real simple. Ranging, breakout, retest. It's holding 1, 2, 3, 4 days above it. And on Friday, we had some volume while it started to push away. So if we look at the weekly, nice range, bouncing around, kind of held the retest over here, dipped into it a little bit, but whatever. Now it broke out, and ideally it holds these highs here. We shall see. If you want to look on the 30-minute chart here, when it started to push away, there was the retest in here. It sold off on some news. That's why I got stopped out. Something caught on fire or something. I don't know. So I got stopped out on basically as soon as the market opened, and then I waited for things to settle as it started to push away from the breakout and retest. I don't trade the news. So what I did was I just looked at the chart. The chart said, hey, it broke out. And guess what? Now it's retesting. It just so happened that the news is also there at the retest. And it's negative news, and it held a breakout. So to me, that's kind of relative strength. ULCC, this is in jets. I bought this breakout here of this 840-ish area, somewhere in there. Huge, nice base. Time correction to let the 10 EMA catch up, and then it broke higher. Keep it nice and simple. If we look at the weekly, we can see that it's breaking this 820-ish range area. Let's call it 840 to 820. This trapped longs over here. They seem to be kind of washered out here. Potential double bottom down here. Nice little undercut of this low from the week of 1030 in 2023. Undercut that 317 all the way down to 274, sucked right back up into the range and opposite end target. Took a while, a few weeks to get there, but it is ranging here. We'll see if it wants to break out. Either way, I bought the breakout of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 day consolidation, bought on the 8th day breakout after this breakout of this multi-week consolidation here. And that was on volume, by the way, too. So the more volume on a breakout, the more I like it. Plus the time correction versus a price correction, stronger name as well, or stronger signs, in my opinion. Root, I tweeted this last week. I like the sell-off, the rounding bottom, a lot of bottoming tails here. I'm pretty sure it was also over the anchored VWAP that had disappeared on my chart here. Let me get it back if I can. Okay, so it's chopping around the anchor VWAP at the from the prior high at this point in time. It had this nice gap up, unable to fill that gap. Now it's over the gap up anchor VWAP form. I don't know if this was earnings, but huge volume either way. So this is, big investments, big funds kind of getting in their positions. They sold up here, and then they just sold all the way, or they ran it up here, then they sold all the way off. But it wasn't able to fill that gap. It hold. So now we might have a nice position here, and things are starting to curl on upwards. I did enter. I'm in the water a little bit here, underwater a little bit. I don't know. I think I entered around. Actually, sadly, I think I entered around the break of this high, around 88. I should have put my order up here to see if it'd break that high, the Thursday's high, but it didn't. So I entered on the close of Thursday, and all it did was sell off all day. However, I'm not super worried about it because it is on low. Well, it's on low volume. The selling yesterday, I think it was down like 3% or so. So it's on the selling's on low volume. I'm not super worried about it overall. There we go. Low volume. Bearish engulfing, but low volume. So I'm not worried about it. If we want to put an anchor VWAP maybe to this candle here, where it kind of like ignites this move, we're tagging it right now. So that's where this line here. We're getting close to it at the moment. So I'd be watching, or I will be watching. Either way, if it wants to sell off, I'm obviously going to get out. So those are the trades that I am in currently. DJT, SMTC, VST, ULCC, and Root, and I closed out Tesla last week simply because, not because I wanted to. Ideally, I would have actually closed out this trade, but I took too long to make a decision. So I was too much on margin, and my account auto liquidated Tesla for me. It was a nice gain, but I would have rather kept Tesla and cut Root. Either way, I will always be looking to buy Tesla. And if Tesla wants to get back down to the 400 level, I would be gladly buying that area, especially if it wants to set a higher low against this, 381. If it wants to go tag this 20 EMA again, or this 10 EMA, 410 to 400 or so, I might buy, put a couple orders in there, get a few shares, and maybe see if it wants to trend upwards. All right, that's what I did last week. Stay safe. If you have any comments, feedback, anything like that, feel free to share. I'm always willing to learn from you guys. Thanks for your time. Later. Have a good one. Stay safe.